Watch this interview stream live by going to kdkradio.com and clicking on KDK Watch. You don't know this, but after our conversation, Mayor Schwartzwelder, one of the co-owners of Goodfellows out there in the great community of Swissvale, I literally went home thinking, what an unbelievable life Jack Brown has led. We're going to get to that in the next segment. Wait till you hear about what the mayor of Braddock Hills' life was like before he became the honorable mayor in a place that he loves so much. But I want to begin talking about your community, the Mon Valley, the latest, talking about investing as opposed to buying it outright. I don't know what your opinion is. I've talked to other mayors. They believe, like I, that Nippon has to get sole ownership for this thing to work for the next 50 to 100 years and give many young people an opportunity to take care of their families. So what do you say, Mayor, about the possibility of investing as opposed to buying? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm totally with you in the sense that I don't see any advantage to Nippon if they're not owning. But the fact that they're still talking is the encouraging thing. Truthfully, I mean, I don't know how many deadlines we've already gone through, and their resolve is still there, and they're not walking away. So I'm still hopeful that that a deal is going to get done, and I do expect that in the end it would be an ownership thing as opposed to an investment thing.
How desperate are those tax dollars for Braddock Hills, Braddock Borough, Braddock and Rankin and Swissvale and West Mifflin and Clairton? How important East Pittsburgh are the dollars that we're talking about, the investing dollars, and to continue to generate taxes from Nippon, U.S. Steel, or however that partnership ends up? How important are they?
Well, there's not a word for it. I mean, it's beyond any measure. The towns went through something in the 80s with the loss of the steel mills and Duquesne and McKeesport and other places, kind of thing. And if these three go away, then you might as well just pack it up and head to another state. I'm, as I say, still hopeful. I'm going to go with the no news is good news mantra kind of thing, because I think if they were going to walk away, there would have been indications of it by now, and the fact that they don't have anything to say yet is a good thing to me.
Braddock Borough Hills Mayor Jack Brown with me on the Metropolitan Window video screen. Go to kdkradio.com and click on KDK Watch. Look, if they have sole ownership, it's like taking care of your house. That's what they're going to do. But if they're just investing, why would they invest the money they're talking about to not have a say at the table? Look, I think they've got the better business model, and it gives us a chance to compete on a global scale. That's just my thought process.
And we're all in agreement with you. I mean, that's the thing. It's you're preaching to the choir here.
I don't know who told me this. It might have been you. But how many houses are basically empty in and around that region? Somebody mentioned, I think, 16,000 or thousands the other night to me, and I literally was driving home thinking, "My God, how many? You have any idea?"
I'm sure that between North Braddock, East Pittsburgh, and then going further out the valley with and even across the river with Homestead and Munhall and different places, it is probably at least 10,000, if not more. I haven't checked with the land bank lately, but it's a huge number, and it would if the deal isn't done and the people walk away from it, then then it will be 20 or 30,000.
So why is it that a guy, and we're going to talk about your incredible career, wait till you hear the story of this guy, and I'm bragging on him a little bit because I love meeting people because you just never know. And some of the stories, you will say, how did I not know that this man lived in this region? You're going to hear about that in our next segment with Mayor Jack Brown. But what would make a guy who basically worked hard, got a pension, could basically kick back, take care of family members? I know you're doing something with your sister today. Why would you want to be mayor in a place that really has seen better days? What would, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, but why would you want to do that, Mayor?
Well, Rob, I don't want to mislead you in any way. I'm an accidental mayor in that I was written in back in 2013. My niece ran for council, and we were all at the polls handing out her stuff. What I didn't know was the other members of the family were telling people to write my name in for mayor. And enough people did that I actually made the ballot and got elected. And that was almost 12 years. Well, it is 12 years ago. It was by no design. I mean, being a media person, a news person, there are very few of those who have ever crossed into the political field to be a leader, that kind of thing. I mean, we're great critics and observers, but doers, not so much, kind of thing. I mean, that's we like to give attention to the doers. So this has been a big learning curve for me, getting involved in the community and the different issues and stuff with the mayor's in charge of the police. The mayor's got other kinds of responsibilities and stuff, and I became involved in the emergency management thing as well, kind of thing. So it's it has been a definite learning curve for me, but it wasn't. Most people that you talk to who are mayors intended to do it. Like Adam Forgey in Turtle Creek,
Right.
Started out as a young guy. He was only in his 20s when he first got elected, and then took a break to be a union leader and a school teacher and everything. And but now he's put the suit back on and he's mayor as well.
Right.
But I mean, he has always wanted to serve. He's a volunteer fireman. He does everything. And I was elected the same year that Bill Peduto was elected, and Bill Peduto had studied for 20 years, being he was a chief of staff to city councilman from Hazelwood, Doug. Drawing a blank on his last name, but and then he had worked in the city government.
Right.
So he had a plan. He had 20 years to formulate something, and he certainly tried. But and people before him, Bob O'Connor, others, had wanted to do it for umpteen years. But for me, it's been I got put in, and then it was learn as I do.
I think you were trying. Doug Shields, the name you were looking for there.
Doug Shields, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Listen, we're going to tell this story, and it's amazing. And the guy needs to write a book. But also the significance of this part of Pittsburgh. You know, Braddock Borough, and of course North Braddock, Mayor Cletus Lee, Marcus Adams from East Pittsburgh, Chris Kelly from West Mifflin, this honorable man joining me today, Mayor Schwartzwelder, Swissvale. We gotta stand up for this region, because these are our neighbors and this is our future. So please, anything you all can do to help this thing get to the finish line, I'll be grateful. We'll come back a couple of more minutes and an amazing story. And if you remember the night John Lennon was killed, wait till you hear the local angle. That's next.